Hey everyone, I'm Steve Cherry and this is my World Cup video blog. Today I'll be reviewing the quarterfinals. So let's jump right into it with match day 1, the first game, France versus Germany. With France versus Germany opening the quarterfinal stage, the two European heavyweights did not disappoint. The game was head-to-head for 90 minutes, but an early goal by Germany's Mats Hummels off a set piece saw the Germans ahead 1-0. The French fought until the very end, but the early goal was all the Germans needed for the win, taking the game 1-0 and advancing to the semifinal for the 4th time in a row. In a very aggressive matchup between two South American giants, Brazil versus Colombia created fireworks for the quarterfinal. Match 2 was one of the most violent games of this tournament. With a record 54 fouls, I was puzzled to see only 4 yellow cards given out. Brazil's skipper, Thiago Silva, opened the scoring early, putting Brazil up 1-0. But from then on, the game was a slugfest. Silva was also the first to see a yellow card, meaning he would miss the semifinal if Brazil advanced. David Luiz put in an amazing set piece, but James Rodriguez would not give up and attempted to bring Colombia back. At the end of the game, Neymar was injured on a vicious tackle, resulting in a fractured vertebrae. His World Cup would end right there and then. Brazil would win the game 2-1, advancing to the semifinal against Germany. Match day 2 opened up with Argentina versus Belgium, and Leo Messi was going to need some help from his teammates if they were going to get past the Red Devils of Belgium. The game opened fast and furious. A goal from Gonzalo Higuain put Argentina on top early on. The remainder of the game was back and forth, but mostly even. Angel Di Maria injured his thigh, which will now force him to miss any remaining games of the tournament. Argentina held on, and Leo Messi looked like himself again, dribbling down the pitch. Argentina would win the game and secure a place in the semifinal for the first time in 24 years. In the last quarterfinal matchup, we saw Costa Rica take on the Netherlands. Costa Rica came in as a huge underdog and had their backs to the wall for the majority of the game. Los Ticos played magnificent defense, but got lucky several times as well. No one other than Arjen Robben looked particularly good for the Dutch, but after 90 minutes, the match would need extra time. Costa Rica got their first shot on goal in the 116th minute, but the game would go to penalties. This is when Louis van Gaal, manager of the Netherlands, decided to bring in a substitute goalkeeper, Tim Krul. It proved to work in his favor, as Oranje would eliminate Costa Rica in the shootout, and Krul was perhaps the best substitution in World Cup history. So with the semifinal set, let's take a look at the matchups. On match day 1, the host Brazil take on Germany. On match day 2, Argentina takes on the Netherlands. This has been an incredible World Cup, and from a fan's perspective, you couldn't ask for a better semifinal. Thank you so much for tuning into my World Cup quarterfinal review. I'm Steve Cherry. Enjoy the semifinal. Take care.